Welcome to County Magazine, a chance to find out what's new across Fairfax County. I'm Brian Ashby. On this edition, the Fairfax County Department of Transportation presents a broad range of new parking options at 2 Silver Line Metrorail stations. See how the county is stemming gun violence with red flag laws, and learn about ways to prepare your pet for a disaster. Plus, you'll get a dog's eye view of pet visitation services with the all-volunteer Pets on Wheels. For 35 years, Fairfax Pets on Wheels has been delivering smiles to older residents with pet visitations from an all-volunteer army of humans, dogs, and even some cats and bunnies. But the organization isn't just about purrs, tail wags, and good feels. In fact, the American Kennel Club recognizes Fairfax Pets on Wheels as a fully accredited therapy dog group. Take a look at how the program brightens the day-to-day for many of our senior residents.
Good morning. Oh, sorry, it's a little early, but just in time for my morning scrub. There we go.
So Molly is very hairy, but she has some little bumps under her skin, so she doesn't like a brush. So what I do is before taking her to the visit the seniors, I try to get as much hair off of her. You can see the hair flying.
Fresh and clean. Whew, time to go. But first, a little breakfast before work. My mom calls it volunteering, but I always get paid in belly rubs.
Molly is 14 years old, and she used to belong to my mother-in-law for 10 years. So when she was 10, she came to live with us. Molly and I have been together for 4 years, being part of Fairfax Pets on Wheels, but 2 of the years were during the pandemic, so things were a little different then.
Fairfax Pets on Wheels is an all-volunteer organization that started in 1987 with a mission to provide companionship and help improve the quality of life for residents of Fairfax County nursing homes and assisted living facilities. And we do that by sharing the love of our animals, our pet dogs, cats, and bunnies with residents in area nursing homes.
Finally, we're here. Oh, look, I see my friends. And there goes my buddy Koa. Hey, Koa, how's it going?
Hey, Molly, long time no see.
Tell me about it. I'm just excited to see all of our friends.
I hope they will be happy to see us too.
Numerous scientific studies over the years have shown the benefits of people interacting with companion animals. And when Fairfax Pets on Wheels goes into an assisted living facility, that dog or that cat or that little rabbit provides opportunities to stroke a pet that can lower their blood pressure, relieve their stress. If they're depressed, we find that it often helps lift people out of depression, gives them something to look forward to.
I love it, tremendously so. Matter of fact, I wish they came in more often.
The effect that we have on the residents is that we just brighten their day. You know, they may have family that comes to visit them once a week, but their family is busy. They may have nurses coming in and out, but the nurses are busy doing their job. And we come in and we just say, "You want a visitor?" And they're like, "Okay." And we just sit there and talk to them. So it's just a dedicated visitor, lights up their day.
Fairfax Pets on Wheels is an all-volunteer organization. There is not a single paid staff person associated with the organization. So obviously we're looking for people, A, who love their pets and whose pets love people. There are lots of opportunities with Fairfax Pets on Wheels, whether you have a pet or not. I mean, some people have pets, but their pets may not be suitable for the program for whatever reason. We have a lot of our volunteers who participate in other ways, whether it's helping out in the office, doing mailings. We welcome the talents that anyone wants to bring to us. On our website, fpow.org, You'll find all the contact information and also what some of those opportunities may be and how to reach us.
It seems that gun violence is in the news almost every day. But Fairfax County is taking steps to reduce the use of guns in violent crime through emergency substantial risk orders, commonly referred to as red flag laws. Here's more.
My name is Amanda Paris. I'm a detective within our Major Crimes Bureau, and I'm with our Domestic Violence Unit. The emergency substantial risk orders, or commonly known as the red flag laws, is where either law enforcement officers or Commonwealth attorney can petition a judge of any court or a magistrate if they have probable cause to believe that that person is a substantial risk to either themselves or others in the near future by either being in possession or acquiring a firearm. So while they're under that order, they can't purchase, possess, or transport any firearms. Anyone, a community member, a family member, if they feel that someone that they know poses a risk to either themselves or to the community, they can go ahead and start that process. So they can either call the non-emergency line at 703-691-2131, or they can show up to a police station as well and report a crime or an incident. And what will happen is it will start the investigation. Normally, an officer is dispatched to the call. They'll, through their investigation, will talk to the suspect. We'll talk to witnesses or victims on scene, and they'll learn that that person poses a risk to either themselves or the community. And so they'll go down to the magistrate's office, they'll obtain that emergency substantial risk order and serve it on the person, where they'll ask for voluntary compliance to remove those firearms from their possession at that time. Then within 14 days, they'll have a hearing to determine if a further order, a substantial risk order, shall be issued. Now, substantial risk orders can last up to 180 days, and it can be extended indefinitely, but only up to 180 days at a time. If someone becomes the subject of the emergency substantial risk order, in circuit court, the judge can either determine to give the weapons back to that person, to have us keep them, or that they can transfer it to someone else. The emergency substantial risk orders are a great tool for the community to keep them safe. Not only does it give it time for the person on the order to go ahead and seek the treatment and the help that they need, but it also allows the community to feel safer by having those weapons temporarily removed. I am a domestic violence detective, but I also oversee the emergency substantial risk orders. So I'm constantly keeping track and following them as well. Through my experience, I've seen people go to court, get the treatment that they need, and at the end, be able to successfully get their weapons back. If you know of someone that is a threat to either themselves or the community, speak up. Prevent a gun tragedy. Please call our non-emergency number or visit the website for more information.
Need a gift for the golfer in your life? A Golf Fairfax gift card is always a winning option. Golf Fairfax gift cards can be used for rounds, range balls, instruction at select courses, pro shop merchandise, food and beverages, and anything else for sale at the clubhouse. One card is valid at all 7 courses. For locations, visit us on the web.
After nearly 50 years of incremental progress, the Silver Line Metro and Dulles Transportation Corridor is here, helping Fairfax County become less dependent on cars and fossil fuels. To improve the Silver Line experience for commuters, Metrorail stations have received updates, upgrades, and modern amenities, making these public transportation hubs more welcoming and convenient.
So the county's comprehensive plan for a long time has concentrated development in activity centers, and the new rail stations provide for the support, the backbone really for transit-oriented development, so that the community doesn't have to drive into these activity centers, that they have a transit option So these new garages at Herndon and Innovation really are the connections between the community and the new rail stations. They provide multimodal access, so not only for cars, but also for bicycles. They have new connections for pedestrians and also have bus bays so that people can take transit to get to the new rail stations.
New metro stations are really part of a larger plan for Fairfax County. It's really important that these pieces of transportation infrastructure help build more urban facilities and land use that's in concurrence with the comprehensive plan. The reason we renovated the Herndon station was that we were getting this great new amenity with the metro station. Previously, Herndon Monroe was a great transportation hub and bus transfer facility, but with metro coming, it's really important to make sure we had enough capacity. So one of the first things that we did was obviously restripe, and there's new LED lighting as well at the existing parking ride garage. There is a new pedestrian and vehicular bridge that connects the existing garage to the new garage. What that does is it allows people who enter into one garage to be able to drive to the other garage without having to go back to the ground level. So if they don't find enough parking in one garage, they can easily move between the two. The pedestrian element of that bridge also allows people who park in one garage to go one level and be able to reach the metro station without, again, having to go down to the ground level. In addition to that, there is a right-in, right-out that was added to Sunrise Valley that allows more people to get in and out of the Herndon station area more easily. We do have a secure bicycle parking area that allows for over 100 bikes to be parked there, as well as unsecure, as well as the typical bike racks and bike lockers that we have. So at the Herndon station, there's also been a new access added from the new garage to be able to continue on the Dulles Toll Road heading in the eastbound direction. There's also an existing connection to the westbound Dulles Toll Road that is also available in the existing garage. At both of the garages, we have installed LED energy efficient lighting. As cars are driving and people are walking through the aisles, the lights turn on. When there's no activity, they turn off, so that lights are only used when they're needed. There's a bioretention pond that is there not only for environmental purposes and be able to, for stormwater, best practice, but also it provides an informational feature for the community. There's a nice boardwalk and benches where people can come sit and they can learn about the importance of bioretention in these urban environments. Innovation Garage also has a snow melter which will allow the county to handle and ensure that there's enough capacity in the garage even during snow events to ensure that everyone can park.
So the new Silver Line stations at Innovation and Herndon and the new extension of the Silver Line to Dulles Airport are really the culmination of the vision that was set in place back in the 1960s when Dulles Airport opened. At that time, they built the toll road and the access road, and they reserved the median for future rail transit. And so now, more than 50 years later, this is really the culmination of that connection of the airport to the rest of the region through a rail transit.
Does your family include a cat, dog, furry, or feathered friend? Well, you need to consider their survival as well when disaster strikes. Planning will bring peace of mind and assurance that you've done everything you can to help everyone you love survive and thrive in a disaster. Make an emergency kit for your pet, including vet records, medication, a photo of your pet for identification, food, water, feeding bowls, a leash, treats, and a toy for comfort. Be sure your pet is wearing a collar with up-to-date identification. And remember, microchipping will make reuniting with your pet easier if you become separated. Know where the nearby pet-friendly hotels are and keep a list in your emergency kit. Create a buddy system with your neighbors, ensuring everyone's pet is taken care of in case you're not home. Practice your plan and familiarize your pet with the urgency of a real disaster escape scenario. Stay up to the minute with Fairfax Alerts, a free public emergency notification system that sends emergency information to you via text, email, or phone. Visit fairfaxcounty.gov/alerts to sign up. If you have a question about emergency preparedness, visit the Fairfax County Office of Emergency Management's website. Your pet's always there for you. So be there for your pet and create your emergency plan and kit today.
That's all for this edition of County Magazine. Thanks for joining me. Remember, there are countless ways to get involved in your community and make Fairfax County an even better place to live, work, play, and learn. I'm Brian Ashby, and we'll see you next time on County Magazine.